Handoff is to Montgomery, and Sean Lee is there for the stop. The legs of Ty Montgomery drives for a 5-yard gain. Third down coming. Well, the guy that made that stop is the Cowboys nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award, presented by Nationwide. He works hand in hand with the Boys and Girls Clubs of the greater Dallas area. The winner will be announced at the NFL Honors Award Show on February 4th at 8 Eastern on Fox. Playing in his first career postseason game. Now 3rd and 5. Rodgers has to pull it down, and down he goes. Barry Church.
Well, the thing that these defensive backs have done, you see Rodgers not happy at all with what happened there. They have gotten physical with the receivers on the outside, and they're trying to throw the slant route. Geronimo Allison, I think it was Anthony Brown, that jumped inside on him when Rodgers was about to turn it loose, and he did not like what the young receiver did to him.
Loss of 10 on the sack. Shum hits a beauty, but into the end zone it goes. So the drive will start at the 20 for young Dak Prescott. One score game, 9:14 left. See the offensive leaders for the Dallas Cowboys. They led 3-0 early, trailed 21-3. It was 21-13 at the half. Trailed 28-13 after 3, but here it's an 8-point game now at 28-20. And the Cowboys will start at their own 20. Elliott right side. Got through a hit by Kenny Clark and picked up 4.
Here's Geronimo Allison, number 81. You see Anthony Brown. He jumps inside. He's anticipating the slant route, and just not much there. These corners have gotten awfully physical, and you see the reaction by Aaron Rodgers. He was directing that at Allison, and whether Allison, he expected him to play through that a little bit more physical, or maybe even a wrong route. But whatever it was, Rodgers not happy with it.
2nd and 6. Prescott. Bryant. What a game he's had. Well over 100. Bryce on the stop. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Well, Dak Prescott with lots of time in the pocket, and we've talked about it before that the secondary is pretty beat up, and they have been for much of the year. And he's shorthanded again once again today. And when Prescott has had time, there's been people to get the ball to.
Season high 123 yards for Des Bryant. Prescott throws, finds Bryant going backward, and able to hop over that initial tackle, and out of bounds with a gain of 2. It's fun to watch some of these wide receivers around the NFL before games. Obviously Odell Beckham gets a lot of cameras pointed his way, and Des Bryant the same.
Well, he's so active before these games, even doing things like that, that I'd be a wreck if I was one of those coaches seeing that. Your #1 wide receiver running around and jumping around, and who knows when you might twist an ankle.
Here's Elliott. What a block he got, tiptoeing down the sideline. Big block by Keith Smith.
Keith Smith does a great job of leading the way, and he upends somebody, and it allows Ezekiel Elliott then to get on the edge. And again, I mean, he just continues to, just like the first time these two teams met in October, he continues to get on the perimeter, and the Packers just haven't had much of an answer for it, whether it's someone like Keith Smith making a block or just not filling the proper gaps.
They did move the ball back. You saw where Elliott stepped out. Now he's right up the gut to the 40. And this ground game, eventually they can wear you down with this big offensive line, and it looks like that Green Bay defense is getting worn down.
Yeah, they're getting worn down. That's a big physical offensive line. You see Zach Martin, number 70. He makes a block on Joe Thomas, and Ezekiel Elliott is a tough one to get on the ground, and this is the time of the game where a runner like Elliott and this offensive line, they can take over.
Prescott, Witten, inside the 30, and they're going to give him a first down. Demarius Randall on the tackle, and right now the Dallas Cowboys look like they can't be slowed down like the Packers looked like in the first half.
Yeah, I just think that Dom Capers is really got his hands tied in a lot of ways. I mean, trying to slow down Ezekiel Elliott, and then knowing that they don't match up very well in the secondary against these receivers either.
Darren McFadden checks in for the first time next to Prescott. End zone. Butler, separation, can't make the catch. Covered by Gunter. It was there, and Butler could not make the grab.
Yeah, this was a perfectly thrown ball by Prescott. And a little bit of a push off there by Butler. They don't get the flag, but that ball should have been caught.
So now 2nd down and 10 with under 6 to go. Elliott back in the game for Dallas. Behind Smith, the fullback, and he gets it. This time the Green Bay defense steps up. A gain of just 2, 3rd down and 8 coming.
Well, now you start asking yourself if this is 4-down territory for Jason Garrett.
Well, with Aaron Rodgers on the other sideline, might push you into the direction of 4-down territory. 3rd down and 8. Blitz. Prescott throws to the sideline. Flag. Bryant the target. Gunter in coverage. And it's pass interference against Gunter.
Well, Gunter was in a position to really make an interception. Really.
Defense number 36. The ball replays the spot of the foul and an automatic first down.
He had played it pretty well, and he's coming out of it. And if he just is able to locate the football, he's in a perfect position to make an interception. Instead, he runs right through Des Bryant, and now it's first down Cowboys.
At the 15. Elliott. Oh, what a move! Wow, went right around Clay Matthews. And Thomas ends the play without his helmet on. How about that move?
Clay Matthews is right in the hole. Elliott puts the spin move on him, and that's a heck of a run by this rookie running back who has impressed all season long.
2nd and 2. Prescott protected. End zone. Bryant overthrown. When you think about a guy like Dak Prescott, a 4th-round pick out of Mississippi State, grew up in Louisiana, lost his mom Peggy while he was in college to colon cancer. She told him before he passed away, "Let me be your story." All the great ones have a story. And talked about texting of his mother before games. He's been a leader. He stepped into the void created by the injury to Tony Romo during the preseason. Guided this team to a 13-3 record and knocking on the door of an enormous touchdown in this playoff game, trailing by 8. Bryant, touchdown! now the try for 2 to tie it. The Cowboys are 0 for 2 this season on 2-point tries.
How about that call by Scott Linehan, the offensive coordinator? Everybody in the building expecting them to run the football down here, and they go play action and get the touchdown.
Prescott's going to take it and make it tie game. First the touchdown to Bryant, and then the rookie took it himself through a tackle to tie it at 28. What a game. The knock on this stadium, and opened in 2009, was that it was so big that it wasn't that loud down on the field. I'm here to tell you, it's loud. 80+ thousand packed in. A lot of Packer fans here. They travel well. The Cowboy fans now doing all the celebrating. Tie game. And Janis doesn't want to take it out. But now for the Green Bay Packers, they have Rodgers going to work as Jason Garrett's team has tied it. At one point they trailed by 18. See your favorite NFL players show off their impressive talents and strengths and speed. Tune in to the new Pro Bowl Skills Showdown January 26th at 7 Eastern. And don't miss the 2017 Pro Bowl presented by Aquafina on January 29th, both on ESPN. During the break, Emmitt Smith and Tony Dorsett had this crowd whipped up into a frenzy. Each side with 3 timeouts left. Here we go. The great Aaron Rodgers sets up and throws and gets a drop from Richard Rodgers. And let's go back to the touchdown of Dez Bryant.
We'll go back and take a look at this, and Dez, gets the release, and then it's just a matter of giving him a chance to make a play on the ball. The 2-point conversion, it's a quarterback draw the entire way. Jake Ryan, number 47, he's unblocked. He's got a chance to make a play. 240 pounds, Jake Ryan, but that tells you the size and strength of Dak Prescott to be able to take that on and get it in.
First rookie quarterback with 3 touchdown passes in a postseason game in the Super Bowl era. 2nd and 10. Pass is caught. Davante Adams out across the 40. Working on Brandon Carr, and a gain of 16, and now Adams is down. They'll take a look at Davante Adams. We'll take a break. Big 16-yard completion to number 17 for a first down. Davante Adams really slow to get back to the bench, and you can see with Carr on him, that left ankle got pinned. First down at the 41.
He's in a lot of pain over on that sidelines, and now if you're Aaron Rodgers and you're going to get this done, you're going to be doing it without your top 2 wide receivers, and Jordy Nelson, of course, and now Davante Adams.
Trevor Davis, a rookie, comes in, and he'll be at the top of your screen. Number 11. On first down, the give is to Montgomery. McLean can't make the stop, and Montgomery gets 9. Sean Lee on the tackle. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the game.
Well, the Packers have been heavy pass. today, and now Brian Balaga, he's banged up as he comes back to the huddle. But when they have run the football, they've had success doing it.
In case you're wondering about Mason Crosby, his career long is 58, which means getting it to the 40. And he's made 21 straight during postseason play. That's an NFL record. 2nd and 1. Timeout. Well, it's been heartbreak of late for Mike McCarthy and the Green Bay Packers. All the success in the regular season and a championship at the end of the 2010 season, but back in 2013 they lost a wild card against San Francisco as time expired, 23-20. In 2014 blew a 16-0 lead and lost in overtime at Seattle, and last year lost in a divisional game at Arizona in overtime, 26-20. Mike McCarthy is 9-7 in his postseason career with 4 overtime losses. 2nd down and 1.
It's never easy losing in the postseason, but when you lose games like that, they'll stay with you forever.
Play action. Rodgers will run for the 1st down. Dives to the 45. And Davante Adams somehow is back on the field for Green Bay.
Yeah, that's good news for Aaron Rodgers and the rest of this team, and a good call there. And the Cowboys selling out to try to play the run, and he keeps it and gets the 1st down.
And we're at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in this 8th meeting in postseason history between Dallas and Green Bay. This is the 5th divisional round game for the Cowboys since they won it all in '95. They lost in '96 at Carolina. The #1 seed in 2007 lost at home to the Giants, the eventual Super Bowl champions. In '09 at Minnesota, lost big. And then 2 years ago in a game that's known as the Des Bryant catch-no-catch game, 26-21 loss to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. So 16 times in 30 seasons prior to 1996, the Cowboys got to the conference championship game. None since. Winner of this game takes on Atlanta. Rodgers throws it, and a flag is thrown. It's Heath on the back end of it, but a flag is thrown. Ty Montgomery was downfield. Heath comes away with a football, but it depends on the call, and it looks like it's against Dallas. That was the early indication.
Well, and when Rodgers turned that ball loose, Joe, I don't know that he had seen any kind of contact, just trying to get rid of it with some pressure. And
Cowboys are trying to say the pass wasn't catchable. Here's Tony Correnti.
Pass interference. Defense, number 42. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul, and an automatic 1st down.
It's against Barry Church. And it's pass interference instead of holding, so it's a spot foul, and the Packers are inside field goal range.
I think they got the wrong guy. It was Anthony Brown, 30. That's where the flag came out, was right along that sidelines. And there was a grab right there and a turn. That's the right call.
Mike Pereira agrees. So they called the wrong number. It was against the rookie Anthony Brown.
He was turning up the field to try to make a play on the ball, because that's where Aaron was throwing it, and that's.
Now, for some reason, this officiating crew's bringing the ball back to the 35, and we're going to get another announcement.
After discussion, it was determined that the contact for defensive pass interference occurred at the 35-yard line, and that's where the ball will be placed First down.
So they still get the call, but it cost Green Bay some yardage as they move it back to the 35. But they are inside. The Packers are field goal range for Mason Crosby already. But if you know Aaron Rodgers at all, Mason Crosby in a field goal try is about the farthest thing from his mind right now. Handoff is to Montgomery on first down. Timeout is taken by Dallas, their first.
What both these running backs should certainly expect it from Ezekiel Elliott, but Ty Montgomery, he's had some tough runs in this game, and he's done an excellent job of finishing the carries that he's had. The last thing this Packers team wants to do is give the ball back to the Cowboys with any time left on the clock, the way that the Cowboys have been able to move it against this Packers defense.
Second and 8 at the 33. Montgomery brought down by Lawrence. And that's a big play back near the 38, a loss of 5.
Well, they bring in Jason Spriggs as the extra offensive lineman, and he just gets beat inside by DeMarcus Lawrence. There was the Cowboys defensive front. They just won the line of scrimmage, right? There was a lot of pressure in the backfield besides DeMarcus Lawrence.
Dallas just used their second timeout, and so now we are about to see the biggest play of the game so far. A third down coming up, and they're now right on the back end of field goal range for Mason Crosby, where they sit right now.
Well, they got to protect Aaron Rodgers. He can't take a sack, and see if they're able to convert this and take the clock down some more. And of course, this is see what Dallas is able to do. I got to believe that they're going to dial up some pressure and get to them and play physical on the outside. They've had success when they've done that throughout this second half.
There isn't anybody in the league the Packers would rather have the ball in the hands of more than Aaron Rodgers on 3rd and 13. Blitz coming off the edge. Scandrick. Rodgers floats it. Pass is incomplete. And now you're talking about a long field goal try of about 56 yards. That would be a season long for Mason Crosby, and there's still a minute 38 left for the Cowboys, and they get to keep their timeout. Brett Good will snap it. Jacob Shum is the young punter and holder, and this from 56 for the lead. It is good. A knuckler that goes over the crossbar and inside the right upright. And Crosby has now hit 22 straight in the postseason, and this from 56.
What a clutch kick by Mason Crosby from that distance, and being able to drill it through with so much on the line.
It's a Green Bay Packer postseason record, and the Packers all-time scoring leader in regular season and postseason makes Aaron Rodgers celebrate with the long field goal. How about Mason Crosby? 4 years ago he had a rough season. Mike McCarthy stayed with him, and he has rewarded that patience and that confidence by coming back. And Crosby is regarded as one of the best in the NFL, but 22 straight in the postseason, that's remarkable.
That sure is. I mean, when the games are on the line and you're playing on the highest stage in these postseason games, and for him to be able to deliver like he has, it says a lot.
Not just a Packers record, but the 3rd longest field goal in NFL postseason history. But the Cowboys have time, a minute 33 left. And a charged up Crosby drives it out of the back of the end zone. Well, Mr. Prescott, what do you have left? Down 3 with 1:33 remaining. 7 times in NFL postseason history, a team has come back from down 18 points to win. Prescott and the Cowboys were down 18 early in this game.
Well, it's all out in front of him right now. I mean, he's got 1 timeout. He's got time on the clock. And if he's got time in the pocket, and he has had time in this second half, they're not matching up. The Packers are not against these receivers. Cole Beasley, Des Bryant, Jason Witten, they have won continuously.
Prescott, big chunk. Williams fights for it, and the catch near midfield. Working on Josh Hawkins, good for 24. And now the Cowboys will hurry it up.
Josh Hawkins playing soft, and a lot of balls uncontested.
Matthews coming on a blitz. Prescott fires. Witten on the other end. Forward progress to the 40 and a first down, and they're already knocking on field goal range for Dan Bailey. A gain of 11. And they clock it to bring up 2nd and 10. Dan Bailey's career long came this season in week 1. Here he is from about 54 yards. His career long against the Giants, 56 yards, which means getting it to the 38. That's 2 yards from where the ball sits right now. But the Cowboys are thinking game-winning touchdown at the moment, I would think. Prescott, Beasley, the catch, and out of bounds. And now the big 3rd down coming. Beasley for 7.
See Joe Thomas, he's trying to get there to Prescott. He makes a perfect throw then to Cole Beasley, and we'll see Dallas. We'll see him try to pick up this 1st down, but I would expect to see a shot down the field at some point.
Prescott got hit as he threw it. Ball's batted down. And now it's 4th down as Nick Perry got up to knock it away. And the field goal unit will come on for Dallas.
That's a big play by Nick Perry because he's got a receiver coming into the middle of the field, and Clay Matthews, they run a game on that left side, and he's able to come in and put a hit on Prescott, but he's got a guy working the middle of the field open if Perry doesn't knock that one down.
Well, when you clock it on 1st down to stop the clock with a timeout in your pocket, you waste 1 down. So they had 2 downs to get 10 yards, couldn't do it. And a 52-yard try coming from Bailey. Bailey knocks it through, tied at 31. This game has lived up to the hype, and like a great heavyweight fight, now these 2 teams are trading blows here in the 4th quarter.
And Dan Bailey made that look awfully easy. He just split the middle of those uprights. But plenty of leg to spare.
2nd most accurate field goal kicker in the history of the NFL, and Dak Prescott couldn't watch. Mark Sanchez was there to tell him that the game is tied, but now Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers, well, he has 35 seconds and 2 timeouts. And we'll see how aggressive Green Bay is with that amount of time and the 2 timeouts.
Well, if he gets anywhere near where, you know, even if they can't get into field goal range, if he gets anywhere near where he can throw a Hail Mary or something, look out. He's been awfully good at those too.
That was the Cowboys postseason record field goal of 52 yards by Bailey, and The drive will start at the 25. Wow. This is the Cowboys' 61st postseason game. They have never gone to overtime in the postseason. And standing in the way of that drama is the great Aaron Rodgers, who wants to end it right here. What do you think?
It's everything that we hoped that it would be, and he's got plenty of time still with the 2 timeouts. The challenge for him has been that the Cowboys have done a good job of mixing things up with the different pressures, and there's not any easy throws. I mean, these guys are all up on these receivers, and so they're not getting easy releases.
On first down, pass is incomplete, and Jared Cook gets up looking for a flag and doesn't get it. Byron Jones, the safety, number 31, was on him.
Really a nicely thrown ball by Rodgers. So many times there's good coverage, by a defensive back, and he's able to throw his guys open, and he puts it on the back shoulder, gives them an opportunity, just unable to make a play.
Just get it away on 2nd and 10. A screen. Montgomery. Room to run. Ty Montgomery forced out by Heath. But a first down out at the 42. 23 seconds remain.
Ty Montgomery has really had a heck of a day, and when he's had the ball, he's done some nice things with it, and even this on the screen, and get it into his hands and see what he's capable of doing. He runs hard. He's able to get through some arm tackles and then get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Pressure. Rodgers is hit and somehow hangs on. It's Heath with a sack. And Rodgers pops up and calls timeout. And with that hit, Aaron Rodgers, a brilliant job to hang on to the football.
Yeah, I'm with you. When Heath came in and made the hit, it looked like the ball was going to come out. And for him to be able to secure it, that's a huge play by Aaron Rodgers off the sack. The breakdown there on that left side of the offensive line, Heath was not disguising what he was doing. He was up on the end of the line and showed that he was coming, and they just failed to sort through it and pick him up.
Gets that big hit, then spins around onto a knee, calls timeout. Now 18 seconds left, 2nd and 20. Three-man rush, Rodgers out to his right. Pass is broken up off the hands of Cook. Now 12 seconds left, 3rd and 20. Byron Jones defending, and Byron Jones has seen a lot of Jared Cook.
I couldn't tell if Byron Jones got his hand in there or not, Joe, but it was certainly a well-placed ball, and that would have put him in a great position. Yeah, he's got his arm in there, but tough miss. But right now you're looking at about 25, 27 yards or so where they need to get to give themselves a chance.
They're also looking at the play clock down to 3. Rodgers spins to his left. Comes underneath, and the pass is incomplete, out of bounds. Now they say complete. The official, the second one, came in and overruled the other, Jared Cook, and with 3 seconds left, the Packers are going to have a chance to win it.
That is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. The first official came down the sideline and said incomplete. The official from behind the play said the catch was good, and he was right.
Wow, Jared Cook, he knows where he is, and he's able to keep his feet in, and the throw that Rodgers is able to make, moving to his left.
Unbelievable. 36 yards on 3rd and 20, and by inches, Jared Cook keeps his feet in bounds and makes the catch. And that was a good overrule and a good catch by Jared Cook. And now you're talking about a 50-yard field goal try by Mason Crosby to win the game. Unbelievable.
Pretty amazing. They go to Jared Cook a couple times. He's unable to make a play, and then there he's, as a big man, knowing exactly where he was, and he gives Rodgers a place with the ball, and what a throw by Rodgers to even get it to him and him to keep his feet in play.
Well, there wasn't a Hail Mary from the Hail Mary master, but it was 36 yards. Pinpoint accuracy on 3rd and 20. Incredible. This guy every week, every year, does things that other quarterbacks just can't do. And it is never over with number 12 out on the field.
Tell you what, he's been doing it, you know, with it's been tough. They came out here the first 3 drives and did a heck of a job moving the football, coming away with touchdowns. It's been tough sledding, you know, really since that time.
It's a booth review. Mike Pereira down to our right says the catch is good.
And I'll tell you, I think it's an exceptional call by Robbie Bernatzi, the side judge, who had to overrule the head linesman to make this call. And, you know, these are so tight. You got to look at feet. You got to look at ball. Did he maintain possession when he hit the ground? He did. Just a great call.
We'll get the call now.
After review, the ruling on the field of a completed pass is confirmed. It will be Green Bay's ball at the 33-yard line. First down.
Now remember, Dallas has a timeout, so we'll see if they use it to further ice Mason Crosby. But Mike Pereira, you saw what I saw. One official coming down that was on the front side of the play was motioning incomplete, and then he was overruled, and what a great piece of work that was.
And it is Rob Bernatzi's call, the side judge. He sees it all from his angle.
They moved it back to the 35. Now it's a 51-yard try to win it, but a timeout is taken before the kick. And they just got it in before the snap.
Timeout. Dallas. This is their 3rd and final timeout of regulation.
The kick was good. It's a 51-yard try, but it doesn't count. Watch Jason Garrett up on the top near the official, and before the snap, he gets the timeout. Clear. So now Mason Crosby, who hit from 56 for a Packer record, hits from 51, but it doesn't count. He's going to have to do it again.
He sure is, and he sure nailed that one. It was a perfect snap and hold, and he drilled it.
This to send the Packers into the NFC Championship game. It is good. The Packers are moving on. Aaron Rodgers has done it again. And Mason Crosby, a hero for Green Bay. Third down, Troy, and 20 and under 20 seconds to go, and you're thinking after the sack, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are going to think about overtime. They end up completing the pass to Jared Cook on a brilliant throw, and Mason Crosby absolutely clutch in this 4th quarter.
That ball, when it was kicked, Joe, it looked like it was starting to tail off to that left side with a little bit of a hook, and then it just seemingly straightened back out and got inside that left upright. Mason Crosby, with ice running through his veins, comes through.
So they officially moved that ball back on the completion to Jared Cook. It goes down as a 35-yarder to set up the game-winning field goal. Aaron Andrews, all yours.
Well, you just said that was fun. Take me through what was really fun with that 3rd and 20. By the way, they said it was a 35-yard catch by Jared Cook, not a 36-yard. What are you thinking as he's in by inches?
Well, I mean, it's a great catch by Jared. you know, we took a timeout after that sack and tried a couple last 8 plays that we have. I mean, it's just kind of schoolyard at times late in the game like that. Lane did a great job. He's out there protecting me. Jared just kept on coming. I tried to put it in a good spot. He made a hell of a catch. And then Mason makes the kick twice. Unbelievable.
All right. Well, you're headed to Atlanta. We did that matchup earlier in the year, shootout, great game. I mean, what are your thoughts as you get set to take on the Falcons?
We're just going to enjoy this game. We're going to enjoy the heck out of this game. Unbelievable effort. I mean, what a game. What a game. We're going to celebrate this. Then we're going to move on to Atlanta. Matt's had a hell of a season. They've got a good defense, so we're just going to enjoy this right now.
Are you breathing at all? I saw you pacing quite a bit. You breathing?
Barely.
All right, Joe, back up to you.
All right, Aaron, thank you. Congratulations to Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The Dallas Cowboys kept on coming, but we know this. On NBC tonight, that matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Kansas City Chiefs on the air at 8:20 Eastern. That's when the game begins. And then next Sunday, the early game, the Green Bay Packers at the Atlanta Falcons. 2 high-powered offenses. And then the winner of that game tonight at New England in the AFC Championship game. Wow. The State Farm postgame show is coming up. What a show these two teams put on in Arlington, Texas. Congratulations, Green Bay. You're moving on.